Hello, I just spoke to my financial advisor, and she told me about the large amount of money I will have from investing when I retire.
Really? And what are you investing in?
My 401k.
And what's in your 401k?
Mutual funds, I guess.
You guess? You are guessing about your retirement?
Well, I really don't know that much about investing.
I see. So you really have no idea what you are doing or what you are investing in. But you know that you are going to retire fabulously wealthy?
Yes.
Congratulations. You are about as ignorant as 90% of the American people. Do you even know what a mutual fund is?
Well, no. Not really.
It is an investment vehicle that combines the returns of various stocks and bonds. Do you know what stocks and bonds are?
Well, no. Not really.
Stocks are pieces of paper which give you partial ownership and voting rights in publicly traded companies. And bonds are pieces of paper which represent the debt obligations of publicly traded companies.
Well, is it better for me to own more stocks, or should I own more bonds?
Neither. You don't own either one of those.
But I thought you said my 401k is invested in stocks and bonds.
No. Your 401k is invested in mutual funds.
I see. Well, aren't they the same thing?
No. As I told you, mutual funds are pools of stocks and bonds. So you don't really own the debt or shares of any particular company. Do you know which mutual funds you own?
Aggressive growth.
That's not a fund. It's a type of fund. So you don't know what mutual funds you own?
No.
And you don't know what allocation of stocks and bonds they have in them?
No.
And you don't know the names of the companies whose stocks and bonds they hold?
No.
And you don't know who the fund manager is, who is deciding where to invest your money?
No.
I see. But you still think you are going to retire wealthy? The only thing you are going to do is be fleeced by the criminals on Wall Street.
But I have been told that mutual funds are the best way to invest for the long term.
So how long exactly are you willing to wait? For the past decade, most funds have been flat. That means that, if you had left your money with them since 2000, you'd have nothing to show for it. And adjusted for inflation, you'd be down 30%.
You mean against inflation I've lost money? Then how will I save enough money for my retirement?
If you are trusting in those crooks and pinstriped bandits on Wall Street, you will likely be left with nothing.
Then what should I invest in?
Well, you could invest in hard assets like gold and silver, which are a hedge against inflation. Over the same time period that stocks have lost money against inflation, silver is up over 700%.
Is there a gold and silver mutual fund I can put my money in?
No. And even if there were, it would still just be a piece of paper that can be declared worthless overnight. You need to get physical gold and silver in your hot little hand.
But to do that I will need to cash out my 401k. And to do that I would have to quit my job.
Correct. Now do you see how the Wall Street crooks and banksters operate? You are getting quite an education. But I'll give you a trick.
What is that?
If you can quit your job and get that money right now, do it. Don't worry about the 10% penalty. And if you can't quit, put all your 401k money in the safest option, short-term treasuries, and then borrow half of that money from yourself.
I am allowed to borrow from my 401k.
Yes. You can. Once you've borrowed that money, go out and buy physical silver and gold to protect yourself from the hyperinflation that is coming.
Thank you, I will do that today.
Excellent. Goodbye.